Hello everybody, lovely to see you. My name is Lou. I'm a freediver, certified freediver and scuba diver living in Melbourne. And if you haven't followed me, my handle is @divescout in Instagram. And today I would like to show you how do I do a static breath hold training when I'm at home. Now, for those of you who are interested in freediving, which is essentially the beautiful art of holding your breath for longer, it's a wonderful sport, but not all of us have the luxury to live close to the ocean or have access to a pool regularly. So if you're into freediving and you're way inland with nowhere near access to water, how do you train? Well, this is what I like to do at home, and I hope it's useful to you. Now, on to the training. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do a max breath hold. What that means essentially is to hold my breath for as long as I can. Now the way I like to do this is I don't like to go into it straight, because I find that one would think that if you haven't held your breath that you'll hold it for the longest time, but I find that my muscles are not yet warmed up and sometimes I can be quite stiff in my diaphragm. So I like to do two kind of like warm-up breath holds and then do the max attempt. And that's exactly what I'm going to do today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lie down in my couch, and if you want to do this with me, you're more than welcome to. Essentially, find a couch that you have in your house. And the trick here is to be really comfortable. So you can stretch a little bit if you want. Just like, feel very refreshed. And yeah, just lie down. I'm just gonna move this slightly so you see my face and not just like my body, which would be awkward. Okay, here we go. So, lie down. And then what you want to do is not have anything constraining you. So, you don't want to be like crunched up in a corner or like bent like this, because that will put pressure in your lungs and your diaphragm. You want to be as supine as possible. Now the other thing I have a freediving trainer app with me. It's literally called Freediving Trainer. There's many of them out there, so go into Google like Play or App Store or whatever, look for a Freediving Trainer app. And they have a bunch of exercises that can help you do this. However, because I'm using my phone to go live, I'm going to use a regular old stopwatch that I have in a different phone, my husband's phone, to kind of like count this down. So the first two breath holds that I'll do, I'm not going to try to go to the maximum. So the first one I'll probably just go until I start feeling a little bit of pressure in my core. So you start holding your breath and it's all normal. As soon as I start feeling like a little bit of pressure building up and like I might start getting contractions. Contractions are when you feel your like the urge to breathe. It's like this kind of like, yeah, you can't control it. It's just like a if that makes sense. It's like a kick in your stomach. I will not get to that point. So before I feel like that's happening, I'll do 3 recovery breaths, which mean I let out my air that I've been holding. And then I do 3 recovery breaths, which are like, and that essentially, it hyperventilates you. So it makes sure that all your body is oxygenated as quickly as possible. And then I will breathe normally for 1:20. How did I come up with that 1:20 number? It, like, you find it by yourself. Like, initially when I started, I was doing 2 minutes recovery time, and I found that was usually the time that it took me to be fully recovered. As I have continued training, I find that I need less time. So now I'm sitting at the 1:20, and I feel quite good. After 1:20, my alarm will ring, and then I will do the second breath hold. That one I will take until I get the first contraction. And then again, let the air go, do 3 recovery breaths, breathe normal for 1:20, and then the third breath hold I will hold for as long as I can. And let's see how long that is today. So if you're ready, and if you want to do this with me, you don't have to mirror my numbers, But essentially that's what we're doing. We're relaxing. We're probably gonna like not go straight away into the first breath hold. We're gonna lie down, relax, just tune in, and then do a first breath hold until you start feeling pressure, 3 recovery breaths, and however long you want to take to recover. Second breath hold until you get a first contraction, and then 3 recover breaths, and then breathe as per normal as long as it takes you to recover. And then max breath hold your breath as long as you can. And when you can't hold it in anymore, let the air go, 3 recovery breaths, and we celebrate our success. And if this is the first time you're doing breath holds, welcome to this beautiful, beautiful sport. All right, let's do it. So, nice and relaxed. So now I'm recovering for 1:20 before I go for my next one. This first breath hold, I lasted for 1:43. Let's see how long the next one is. last time, so we're going for the second one now. That second one was 2 minutes and 19 breath hold until first contraction. So once again, I'm using this 1 minute and 20 to recover, and then I will hold my breath again and try to do the max time. the max breath hold, which was the last one that I just did, was 2 minutes and 54 seconds, which is not bad. My current personal best is 3 minutes and 30, so feeling quite rusty in that sense. But one thing that you do learn with freediving is that there's good days and there's bad days, and you just gotta take them in your stride. So happy with that. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, and lovely to see you.